Scott makes excuses for his huge Makita.
Ethan takes us all to AWFS.
Those stories and more coming up next.
This is your Coptool Week in Review. Hey guys, welcome back to Coptool. I'm Rob, alongside me is Sarah, and here are today's Power Tool headlines. We kick off this week's show on the other side of the world in New Zealand, where Scott Brown wastes an awful long time making excuses for having a second huge Makita saw. Scott, here in America, we all own at least 4 Makita saws.
At least.
And no one asks us why. Of course, none of us look as good using it though. You can watch Scott use his to put together a garden retaining wall and a beautiful set of stairs this week at Scott Brown Carpentry on YouTube.
I feel like every time I watch Roger Bisbee on Skill Builder, I learn something new. But today he showed off magnetic flooring. That was definitely a first. A company called AWFS creates a fast-setting resin that metallizes any floor. Once it sets, you simply apply a magnetically backed tile and boom, floor. The only issue will be stepping all over the fridge magnets. To see it in action, visit Skill Builder on YouTube.
All right, it's time to head over again to VCG.
What did you do?
What? Nothing.
What did you do to your face?
Nothing. It's fine. Just ignore it.
Did you shave?
No.
Yes, you did. You're trying to be like Vince. Vince shaved his face, so you did too.
So what? It looks good.
No, this is not okay. Grow it back.
Fine, I'll grow it back.
No, go grow it back now.
Now?
While Rob grows back his scruff, let's head over to Toolbox Buzz, where Rob Robillard showed off the new Milwaukee Supercharger, and he's pretty excited about it. When he paired it up with any of the new high-output M18 batteries, the charger gets them back to full literally 4 times faster. The video was going well until Rob dropped this one on us.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm all amped up.
So punny. You can learn everything there is to know about the new Supercharger at Toolbox Buzz on YouTube.
For professional woodworkers, there's no bigger show than the What now?
What's with your face?
You told me to go grow a beard back, so I did.
But how?
Look, you're being super critical today. Can you just let me do my job?
Okay. That's
Anyways.
not normal.
Whatever. Like I was saying, there's no bigger show than the AWFS. It's the largest gathering of woodworking equipment and technology in North America, and we couldn't go.
Aww.
But good news, we just so happen to know this year's host, Ethan Abramson. And he graciously agreed to fill us in on what he saw this year. Ethan, thanks for being with us, bud. Now, you didn't just attend the show, did you? Tell us what happened.
I had the privilege of hosting AWFS this year, and I was not disappointed. I got to see all the booths, talk to all the exhibitors, and honestly, I have great things to say about each and every single one of them. But I do not think that we have the time for all that. So I'm just gonna hit on some of the highlights and some of the things I think you all would wanna see. For shop convenience, the Towie booth and the Tiger Stop booth really stood out for me. At Towie, I got to play around with some of their heavy lifters. As you can see, you can easily lift heavy panels up to 600 pounds with just one finger. At the Tiger Stop booth, I really loved playing with their saw gear. So easy to use, just dial in your measurements and it gives you the perfect cut every single time. Couldn't ask for anything more. Now for my hands-on shop experience, Slab Stitcher for how they're redefining the inlay game with all their style options, and Zet Saw because who doesn't love to look at a sharp blade? Look at that thing go. For shop safety, Micro Jig and Saw Stop split my vote. Shop safety, keeping us all going, always important to me, should be important to you. I got a Saw Stop right there, couldn't ask for anything better. And my overall game changer has to be Yeti Tools. They showcased a CNC machine that's portable, you can bring to your job site, folds away, and you can set up in under 3 minutes. And if that's not cool enough, they're bringing to the market a vertical CNC machine. Game changer. Can't wait to see it, can't wait to play with it.
All right, all that sounds amazing, Ethan, but while you were there any trends or anything you noticed in the world of woodworking?
Each year, I see more and more robots and fully automated start-to-finish furniture machinery at these shows. And that's great. I love nothing more than seeing an amazing piece of furniture, high quality, rolling off an assembly line. But for me personally, I'm more focused on the small to medium-sized shops, and they were definitely well represented at this show. From Bessie Tools to Fuji Spray, Maverick Abrasive, Gibbs Sand Tech, Safety Speed, Rubio Monocoat. All of them great booths. Enjoyed talking with all of them. Overall, great show. AWFS, amazing. Can't wait for next time. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Ethan. We greatly appreciate it as always. If you'd like to see more about Ethan's experience at this world's AWFS, be sure to hit him up on Instagram at TheBuildWithEthan.
He's the guy on one of our stickers down there. All right, it's time to get some work done, and I know just the guy. It is time for actual work with Rob Robillard.
Hey Rob, Sarah, how you guys doing today? You know, as professional contractors, we can be better. We need to start utilizing best practices when dealing with dust, and that includes using air scrubbers on our remodeling and demo jobs. If you're still using that archaic window box fan in the window, you know, you're missing an opportunity to be more professional and connect better with your clients. One of the biggest nuances for clients is dust. And you know, these air scrubbers, they clean the air and they recirculate it back into the same room, or you can set it up with a hose like this and you can create a negative pressure environment and get all the dust out. Consider even adding a line item to your project proposals to pick up the cost of this or setup time or whatever as part of your dust control practices. You gain a competitive edge over your competition, as well as you project yourself as a professional contractor who pays attention to the details. The net result is that you're gonna have better client satisfaction and you're gonna get some serious client referrals. I guarantee it. Hope you guys stay well. We'll see you next week.
Thanks, Rob. All right, it is time for the Coptool Make or Break. Mike from Modern Builds created a concrete river table with no weld metal legs using only like 3 tools. Now, I've always thought working with concrete would be fun, but it always seemed like a huge undertaking that just made me hesitant to try. But after watching this, I'm pretty sure that even I could tackle a project like this, and the result will be an amazing modern live edge table without needing a shop full of tools. You need to go watch this video at Modern Builds on YouTube. Speaking of coffee tables, 4 Eyes and Sean Boyd collaborated to build a mid-century cantilever coffee table to replace an earlier version that Sean had built, but he wasn't completely happy with it. Sean improved the design for the table, and the results are gorgeous. Plus, it's strong enough to take a nap on. Go check out 4 Eyes and Sean Boyd on YouTube. And earlier this week, I had received an email from Brad's Workbench with our final project for beginner woodworkers. He shared his experience of learning new skills while building an American flag from old pallet wood. Now, it is easy to see that he likes to learn and has fun along the way. You can find him at Brad's Workbench over on YouTube. That's it for this week's Make or Break. If your favorite maker posts something great this week and you would like us to feature it on the show, please email me at projects@coptool.com, or you can just add it to our playlist.
Before we start our weekend, we need to check in on construction industry news, brought to you by ConstructionJunkie.com. This week, we're going to start down here on Earth, where it's been hot. The weekend brought a major heat wave that covered 2/3 of the continental United States. This prompted OSHA to warn us about the dangers of heat illness on the job site. Their advice is to drink plenty of water and maintain a work-rest cycle. It sounds exactly like what we do here at the studio.
No, you take naps, Rob. Those are naps.
So, moving up, way up, NASA has announced plans to be building and manufacturing in low Earth orbit soon. Apparently, they've been lab testing 3D printing tech in conditions that mimic space. The company they're counting on to use this tech to make things in space is called Made in Space. I guess that makes sense. For these stories and the rest of your weekly construction news, be sure to visit ConstructionJunkie.com.
Let's quickly swing by Instagram for our favorite post from this week. First up, the French-Canadian carpenter asked his followers an interesting question. What is your marking combo? The FCC uses a Pica marker, Fat Max, and a Swanson Speed Square.
Colt stole a ton of Nate DeWalt batteries and uses his power station to drive a dust extractor on a powerless job site.
Murray from Kruger Construction ends a 15-year-long journey with a corded Bosch Bulldog, and he starts a new one with the new cordless Bosch Bulldog, finding it has just as much power, if not more.
And this last stop isn't actually on Instagram, but a Makita user group I'm in on Facebook. I was a little shocked to see this posted by Ben. Turns out he bought a new screw gun, immediately suffered through several jams, threw it across the room in anger, and instead of returning it, he decided to, quote, send a message.
Never loan your tools to Ben.
That is the message. Ben, we're super sorry, man. We really hope that your next... What was that?
It's real.
What?
Your beard.
Well, yeah, you told me to go grow it back, so in between segments I grew it back.
How?
Just go grows really quick.
That's really not normal.
All right, so the truth is my facial hair does grow really fast. My wife likes to make fun of me. She says that every time she smacks me in the back of the head, it will grow. Why?
It worked. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it did. I told you it does.
How many times can I do that?
Nope. Okay, don't forget to like, subscribe. See you next week. I'm out of here.
Let me hate